Really sadistic of the faculty to make an assignment due during the week that our thesis is due. Honestly, I'm feeling quite dejected after that meeting. A lot more positive than I did this morning. 16,384 words. My thesis is due tomorrow. I'm just really over it. If you can hear my family in the background, ignore it, but I'm just touching in a couple weeks since my thesis was due, and I'm comfortably on the other side. I feel good. This video, I look like an absolute mess, like I look horrifying, but it's fine, and I enjoy me looking like an absolute shit show for like 15 minutes. Hey guys, it is 9:41 on the 17th of October, and tomorrow is a pretty exciting and stressful day. It is the 18th of October, obviously, but it is a week before my thesis is due. So as part of psychology honours, you need to do a thesis, which is around 9,000 to 12,000 words. It's basically like a lab report that you do in undergrad, but like a giant one based on a project that you've literally done yourself. It's pretty crazy, and it's gonna be over by the end of this week. Like, it will be submitted. I've pretty much written everything. I'm not super happy with my discussion, but I'm on around 10,000 words. I will show you in a second. And I've got to do a lot of editing. I'm still awaiting the second round of feedback from my supervisor. I need to format everything, make sure my citations are okay. I need to just really improve this in the last week. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm hoping I can pull it together somehow, and you'll hopefully be able to see that. I might not be able to, but I don't really mind at this point, / don't care. It's been a long year, especially in lockdown, because Victoria, I'm from Melbourne, Victoria, so we've been in lockdown for a sweet 9 months. So we're actually getting out of lockdown on Thursday, but I don't know if I'll really be able to do much because I have a thesis due. So excited for that to be submitted. We also have an assignment due in this week, which is so rude. It's a report, so it's not too deep. It's so really sadistic of the faculty to make an assignment due during the week that our thesis is due. We're also not done with honours. We have another 2,500 word assignment due in a week. I got an extension though, because I knew I'd need it. So I have that due in 2 weeks, and then also in 2 weeks is our final exam, which is like a multiple choice exam that goes for 1.5 hours. So yeah, we're almost there. I think this will be a really cool video, very insightful. I watched Yana, who's another psychology YouTuber, and she made a very similar video, so I'll put it linked down below if you want to go see another one. Really insightful, and I found it very comforting to watch. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I've got a meeting at 9:30 with my supervisor to plan out the week. Alrighty, so it is Monday, the 18th of October. I didn't sleep very well last night. That's okay. As you saw, I was doing some edits on my intro, switching things around. I'm doing a little bit of edits on my discussion, but in 10 minutes I have a meeting with my supervisor to figure out what this week is going to be like, which is good. I'm just so not feeling good. Honestly, don't have much to update you on until after the meeting. Yeah, we still haven't got our second round of drafts back, so I'm a bit concerned, but yeah, I'm feeling okay that like everything's on the page and it's just like editing at this stage, but I know my discussion is nowhere near where it should be and that I have a lot of things to add, but I really don't want to do it. But I'm going to try to do it in the 10 minutes I have before my meeting. Try to do as much as I can before my meeting. So I think I slept at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. or something ridiculous. This is the weather forecast for this week. Can you imagine? 2 days of sun and then what the actual heck? We're literally like a week away from 2 weeks away from summer. I don't get it. Anyways, that's Melbourne for you. We're on that many words, that many pages. Okay, so it's about 11. I've had my meeting since. Honestly, I'm feeling quite dejected after that meeting. Still feel just as lost. I mean, I'm going to continue editing my discussion now because there's definitely some things that my supervisor pointed out that I needed to. That's all I'm going to be working on the rest of the day, probably just my discussion and trying to make sure that's all good. Yeah, I'm just not feeling good. I had a terrible night's sleep. I feel like shit. The meeting kind of knocked my confidence a bit. I was like, I'm gonna have a coffee break. Hopefully that makes me feel better. I know that I have the ability sometimes, but I don't know, you always just doubt yourself and you're like, what I'm writing just feels like a piece of shit. Like it feels so shitty. So desensitized to everything. And sorry I look like I look so whack. Like I haven't got my eyebrows done in months. So I just got my feedback back from my second supervisor, and I mean, she said it reads well. There's a few comments, but I think I can fix them pretty easily, and so I'm feeling a lot more positive about it. So I know what I need to fix. Make my thesis essentially less social sciencey. So I'm just replacing it with more scientific stuff. Because that's like one of my biggest weaknesses is making my thesis way too social sciencey, writing a very scientific thesis. So I just need to make sure that's kind of fixed, and then I should be okay. And I'm hoping I can finish that today. I'm just going to put my head down. I'm going to do as much as I can and I will update you later, but I'm feeling a lot more positive than I did this morning. Probably going to reward myself with the burger today because, yeah, I think I've done a lot today. So, yes. Had a pretty unproductive day. Mood was just up and down. Going to bed after doing nothing for the past, I don't know, like 7 hours. Still on day 2, still working on my discussion. I procrastinated so hard this morning. I woke up so early only to watch YouTube videos for 2 hours. Collecting the cups on my second cup of coffee and got some tea and my first cup of coffee of the day. 70 pages, 16,384 words, including references. So I just had a bit of a pep talk with my supervisor and she was like, your edits are fine, like don't stress about it, but I just like feel like it's shit. You know when you read something so many times, or I think this is a thing with talking, if you say the same sentence over and over again, it sounds like absolute like gibberish. that's what I'm doing here. Like, I'm just reading it. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense. Very keen for this to be done. I also have a assignment that I want to submit today, so I'm going to edit that after this. And then we only have, again, this thesis to submit, a integrated review, and an exam. 3 more assessment pieces and I'm done with undergrad, which is so exciting. It's also really scary because I don't know what's happening with me next year. I don't know what job I'm going to be working, what I'm going to be doing, if I'm going to be studying. Like, I really do not understand, and I don't feel ready to work and I don't feel ready to study. So ideally I should take time off, but that also freaks me out, taking time off and not earning any money. So yeah. On a walk at the moment. I was actually really nauseous from just like flicking through my screen all day, so decided to go for a walk and I feel a lot better. I've got a little bit to go on my discussion. I finished my assignment. What the fuck was that? So I just need to submit it, then that's over at least. And I've just got my discussion to go tomorrow. Day 2 has finished. I'm not doing any more work today. So yeah, it's not going super great. Good boy. What's going on?
Monitor whether we think they're having if they effectively think they are or should have, and whether we want to adjust to defund certain policies and put our money elsewhere. So, they kind of lots of challenges.
Hello, it's been a couple days, so it's Saturday the 23rd of October, 6:27 p.m, and I haven't really touched base. Honestly, I was like, it's not really interesting because I'm just procrastinating, pretty much like done. I mean, there are things that I could reword better. Yeah, I mean, I am gonna send it to my friends tonight and tomorrow to proofread, and then I just plan on submitting in the morning sometime on Monday. I actually booked to get my eyebrows done at 4:30, and then I'm getting ramen at 8 p.m. I'm just really over it. Like, hey guys, so I haven't filmed again in so long, but it is Sunday and my thesis is due tomorrow. very fun. I'm currently, sorry, I'll stop touching my hair. I mean, I'm just doing final edits, that kind of stuff. Whew, I think I'll be okay. I'll be able to finish at a reasonable hour, I think, and then tomorrow I'll just fix up my citations, make sure that's all good, make sure my format is okay, and then I'll submit probably midday. But that was probably really anticlimactic for you, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm going to continue working because I don't have time to waste. I'm like not fully in frame, but basically I am done my appendices, done everything else. Excited to submit it now. Like, before I was a little bit nervous and a bit dreadful, but now I feel like, you know what, I've done the best that I can. Really excited to just put this into the universe. So I've been wearing the same clothes throughout this entire video and I honestly don't care. I'm excited because I'm getting ramen tomorrow and that's just getting me through it. The thought of being in the city, being around people, even though it's a Monday night that I'm going out, like that'll be really fun. And also retail opens on the 29th, which is really exciting. Again, I'm in Victoria we were in the world's longest lockdown and we're finally out of it. Still haven't actually been out anywhere apart from this Japanese cafe near uni. I went there with my mate, and I also have been to the dog park, but that's not really out. Hello everyone. So I'm still doing edits on my thesis. That's my current situation. That's including references as well, so don't stress. It is 1:04 p.m. and I've got 3 hours left, which is pretty crazy. I'm just gonna do a final proofread and then probably submit, I think, at 1:30. Alrighty, I'm gonna submit my assignment. Oh my
Shall
goodness.
I click?
Yeah.
Where do I have to click?
You just click that.
Here?
Yep.
Tell me, I'll click.
Yeah, you just click that.
Okay?
Yep. Oh, you didn't.